Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. How's it going? Has everybody had a fantastic Christmas? Everybody's kind of winding down. Ryan and I hosted this year, so it was an amazing time with friends and family, so I hope you guys had a great one. I'm going to give you guys a minute or two to get logged in before we get started. I have a lot to talk about tonight, and I'm really excited about our topic. So before we dig right in, we'll just give it just another minute or so. I have my laptop here just to confirm that you guys can hear me and see me, and that I'm right set up and we're good to go. Okay, it looks like we're good. I'm doing a free live giveaway at the end of this, so I have my laptop here to hopefully help me show me who is live at the end so we can keep things fair. But anyway, hope everyone's had a great week. I had some sessions last week, and I have one more session to edit and get out the door, and then I'm done for 2017. You guys, next time we meet next week, it's going to be 2018. We're going to be in a new year. I actually wanted to do this topic last week, but I figured with it being like days before Christmas, none of you guys would be wanting to sit down and focus about New Year goals. So hopefully I have your attention a little bit this week as we're kind of winding down from the hustle and bustle of Christmas. Christmas has kind of come and gone as I knew it would. I actually took down all of my Christmas decorations yesterday. If you read my blog post, I kind of feel like the Grinch that my house is completely bare and empty, but I secretly really love it and have my house back in order. But right now it's kind of time to gear up for the new year. 2018 is upon us. I hope you guys have some fun New Year's Eve plans. Just a quick introduction. My name is Allie. I live in Richmond, Virginia with my husband and our son Michael. And we have one more boy on the way due in March. I'm noticing that my belly is getting much bigger as these episodes progress week after week. But we are now in our third trimester, which we're excited about. 29 weeks today. So anyway, lots to look forward to in the new year, as you can imagine. I'm pretty pumped about some personal and business goals that I've made for myself. And we have a lot to talk about tonight, so I'm just going to dive in and get started. So tonight I'm going to talk about Laura Casey's Power Sheets, some tips on kind of setting your own goals and to help you get started and in the right direction, and also to kind of inspire and motivate you. I'll be sharing some of my 2018 goals with you guys. Hi Sarah, hi Kitty. And I also have a free giveaway that I've mentioned at the end, and you must be present to win, so stick around for that. As you think about setting your 2018 goals for yourself, you may feel like me, or maybe you've already done this and you are set and ready to go. Awesome. Maybe you haven't started yet. That's okay. You're in the right place. You might feel a mix of emotions when thinking about setting your goals. It can be overwhelming if they aren't really connected to what matters. So tonight's topic is not to add another to-do item on your list. Instead, it's about really encouraging you to kind of set a clear, empowering, meaningful path, kind of living with intention, simplifying your life, and helping you take action. So let's do this. If you guys are ready, we'll jump right in. So right now, as I mentioned, is the perfect time to kind of set aside some time. We got a couple of days left before the new year to jot down your goals and kind of think of a fresh start for the new year. So whether you're in school, you work full-time, you have a side hustle business, you're a stay-at-home mom, you're a full-time entrepreneur, you're kind of in a season of transition or a season of waiting, or you're retired. Setting goals is important for all of us and in all stages of our lives. So it's important to mention here quickly that there is nothing extra special about January 1st. So if you're watching the replay on this, and it happens to be June of 2018, hello, but just start right where you are. So it doesn't, the January feels great about being a new year, but you can start anytime. So just a disclaimer too before we jump in. This is not a sponsored episode. This is just a fellow boy mom entrepreneur type A gal, sharing some goal setting, love and encouragement with you tonight. So I'm featuring Laura Casey's Power Sheets into our discussion topic tonight, just because that's how that has kind of been the foundation framework for how I've kind of structured my goals. But this episode obviously is not to sell you on purchasing these Power Sheets. If you do, awesome. But there's obviously many other goal planner tools out there that you can find. Pinterest would be a great spot for that. But simply use what you have. So, hey, Margaret. A simple pen and paper will do just the same strategy. We're going to kind of go over some preparation exercises that I've kind of worked on this past month that the book kind of walks you through. So the same concept would apply if you're using a different kind of goal plan or whatever. So if you're anything like me, get yourself some fun, colorful pens, grab some on Amazon, get some fun stickers, to kind of get you motivated and amped up for your goal setting series. So what else was I going to say? Oh, so I mentioned here a few times now, if you don't know who Laura Casey is, I just wanted to give you a little bit of background, just to kind of set the stage. She is a mom of 3, one through adoption, and she lives in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. She's the founder of Southern Weddings Magazine and the CEO of Cultivate What Matters, which is, she kind of started the whole Making Things Happen movement. They have like an annual conference. I've never been able to go. Their next one is in like March, so obviously with my due date, I won't be going to that one, but maybe sometime in the future. She is the creator of the Power Sheets Goal Planner, the author of 2 books, Making It Happen and Cultivate, and she just is a guru for living intentionally and just really passionate about helping women to live life on purpose. So I've been following her for a while now, and she's been a great asset to my goal setting plans. So how's that for a resume? I'll post some links in the comments at the end, and so you guys can link over to her and follow her if you would like. Hey Duke. All right, so wait, Kristen says, I totally thought of you this week when I bought my newest planner. Perfect. So I think I'll mention on there as well in a little bit later, I have the simplified planner. I'm moving to a paper planner. I'm kind of nervous about it. I'm not going to lie. I actually have like put everything that's in here for 2018 also in my iCalendar so it syncs with all my devices, because I mean, I'm just realistically, I don't think I'm going to have this thing with me 24/7. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. So yes, everything that's in this goal setting book is going to kind of translate into the day-to-day, month-to-month in my day-to-day planner. So anyway, back to where I was going there. So several years ago, I stumbled across learning about the Making Things Happen movement that I just mentioned. And I was in awe of Laura Casey. And one of her mottos, which I love, is, you know all of those things you've always wanted to do. You should go do them. And there's a lot of quotes in here about that to kind of get you thinking in the right mindset. So this past Thanksgiving, I was kind of reflecting back on this past year, my first official year as a stay-at-home mom with Michael, and my first full-time year as a photographer, and finding out I was pregnant. So it was kind of a milestone year for sure. There are many accomplishments with my personal and business life that I'm proud of this year, but also a lot of things that fell short or didn't get done, and I'm learning to kind of give myself the grace over perfection to not be so hard on myself. But in almost 5 years in business, it is embarrassing to sit here and tell you that I've never set legit goals for myself. Like, I've jotted them down somewhere on a scrap piece of paper. I've had ideas constantly flowing through my head. Any of you out there, yes, give me a thumbs up if you're with me. But I've never actually dedicated true, honest time to goal setting and holding myself accountable, day to day, weekly, monthly, quarterly basis. So traditional goal setting hasn't worked for me in the past. So insert Laura Casey's power sheets that kind of gave me the kick in the bum that I needed. Laura says the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of change. And that was pretty powerful for me when I was kind of getting started on this goal planning journey for 2018. So they say that the Power Sheets is a goal setting guide for people who don't like goal setting. So that would be me. Maybe you if you're watching. So less is more. Grow cultivated goals, growing what you've been given, your children, your home, your health, your marriage, your time. So if you've watched previous episodes, you know that I'm moving, as I mentioned, to a paper planner in 2018. Emily Ley, L-E-Y, her simplified planner. So this year I took a leap of faith, and around Black Friday time frame, I purchased the Power Sheets, which if you follow me on Instagram, I posted on there. They're almost sold out of these guys. So if I haven't sold yet on these Power Sheets, but as I mentioned, you don't have to have these to set your goals. But if you want to get your hands on one of these, wait till after the episode and hop over and get yourself one. But this cheerful spiral bound book has already really been a life changer for me, and the new year hasn't even started. So I'm pretty pumped if you haven't noticed. Let me flip my notes here. All right, so uncovering cultivated goals is not about doing it all. It's about doing what matters. So you can't simultaneously do it all and do it all well. So anybody? Yes, amen. So first off, these Power Sheets are filled with inspirational and motivational quotes, kind of helpful guided instructions to help you complete the prep work that I've mentioned. So there's a whole Power Sheets online Facebook community to kind of keep you, help motivate you and inspire you and encourage you to connect with other fellow Power Sheets users. Hey, Allie! And there's quarterly refresh pages in here, which is awesome. So that kind of helps you circle back to the beginning of where you started and kind of get you back on the right mindset and be thinking about the next quarter ahead. So anyway, lots of stuff packed in here if I haven't gotten that point across. So this past month, I've dedicated time, particularly when Michael's napping, to be intentional with my goal setting. So before I even started thinking about my actual goals, the Power Sheets kind of first take you through a personal reflection, if you will. So roughly 30 pages. It includes some quotes and, pretty things in there as well. But roughly 30 pages of prep work. Hi, Jenny. To get you kind of on the right mindset for 2018 goals. So Laura says in order to leap into the new year, we must first know where we're leaping from. So the soil you're standing on right now is your growing ground, learning from the past in order to cultivate what's next. So the past has a lot to teach us. So that kind of helped me, because if you just sit down at your dining room table or whatever and you try to jot down your 2018 goals, it's hard to come up with them for them to at least be intentional goals, because you need to kind of reflect on where you came from and all the good things that happened and things that challenged you or what didn't work or whatever. But the key here is that the essential for me was to really let go and kind of get real. And when you dig into your reflection, to not worry about, is somebody going to read this, so you can kind of just be true, and to make a mess during these exercises. So your answers don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have the colorful, cute pens or stickers. Just kind of dig in. So let me flip, I'm going to flip my other notes here. Guys, I came prepared tonight. All right, so anyway, let's jump into some of these exercises, and feel free to take some notes or jot down some things as we're chatting. So the first page I love about this, and I don't know if the screen might be flipped because I'm in like selfie mode or whatever for this video, but 2018, let's do this. So looking into each area of your life and kind of do a little check-in. So let the dirt be dirt is what Laura says. Let the challenges and places you'd like to grow set in a little, and imperfect progress is still progress, people. So let me flip here quickly. I'm just going to kind of highlight a few things, some exercises that I went through to kind of help gear you in the right direction of setting your goals. So what good things happened in 2017? And I would love this to be interactive and engaging, so chime in the comments if you'd like to share anything, reflection wise. What good things happened in 2017? What grew well? What are things you're grateful for, from the last 12 months? So to give you a better idea, I'll kind of highlight a few of these exercises that I've completed that to kind of get yourself going, as I mentioned, for your goal planning. I feel like I'm talking a million miles an hour, but I want to make sure we stay on time. Okay, sip of water. All right, so 2018 ideas. What comes to mind first as you think about 2018? And feel free to chime in the comments. I will jot out or list out a few that I kind of jumbled on this thing. So 2018 ideas I put less is more, be flexible, routines, patience, pray, laugh often, be thankful, exercise, deep breaths, welcome Thomas. So growing family, there you go. Jen's got a baby on the way too. So grace over perfection, get out of my comfort zone, build a stronger connection with God. So these are just kind of things that have just kind of just spill them out on the page. Again, you don't have to be OCD and get all color-coded like I did. But anyway, just be thinking about these things. So 2018 ideas. So then kind of do a self-check-in, as I mentioned, doing kind of a getting to know me page. That kind of, words that describe me, ways I'm most encouraged, things I love to do, my best memories involve, I'm grateful for blank. So just kind of be thinking about those things as well. It's kind of a self-reflection. The next one is breaking your identity box. So this one, it started to get kind of real for me. There's a section in here that, what lies have you believed that have held you back from, if you could break that identity box, imagine the possibilities that would be available to you. So believing the lie that kind of ... I put on here, becoming a stay-at-home mom means I have no ambition. What else is here? Oh, something, I think I put something in here about not starting a Facebook Live because no one would want to watch, would want to tune in, which obviously thank you for those of you that do watch these things. So just things that, are, lies in your head that you've been believing that have been holding you back from achieving your goals. So that was a good one. Who you really are. So, kind of the story of where you started and where you are now. This section I loved, which you can do on your own if you're not doing the power sheets, cultivating a life evaluation. So you kind of rate yourself 1 through 10 on health, friends, spouse, significant other, family, finances, work, recreation, and spiritual personal growth. So you can kind of rate those 1 through 10, 10 being things are great, and 1 being you might have some things to work on. But put in kind of some notes and comments to kind of get you, a little more specific in what you're thinking about. There's a letting go section, so you can kind of think about what things you're letting go of from 2017 that have maybe held you back from achieving your goals. And then there's exercise about meeting your fears. So what you're afraid of. So one here I put in, it says, I'm afraid of blank. So I'm afraid of turning off social media because I feel perception is reality and my followers will lose interest in me and my work. I'm afraid of, what else did I put in here? Letting God have full control because my type A personality wants to do it all myself. Am I the only one who thinks that? So trying to have a little less control in the new year. But just be thinking about what matters most to you. What are some good things that happened in 2017 and what were some of the challenges? What didn't go so well? Are you in a transition, as I mentioned earlier? Are you kind of in the waiting? What are some lessons you've learned, or people you're grateful for? So again, these are kind of just little exercises you can be thinking about before you jot down those New Year goals. One section I loved in here, it says, what are you saying no to in 2018, and what are you saying yes to? So again, feel free to chime in the comments, but what I'm saying no to, a few things: perfection, guilt, comparison, overwhelm, excessive time on social media, trying to do it all. So these are things I'm saying no to. What are you saying yes to? Joy, grace over perfection, more date nights, handwritten notes. What's another good one in here? Adventure, one thing at a time. So these can just be like random thoughts, you guys. It doesn't have to be the perfect words. So what else? So anyway, so after completing these exercises, you now kind of know what's worked, what hasn't worked, what you learned from, people you're grateful for, and you're kind of seeing the big picture more clearly. So now kind of write out some things that are, what's holding you back from making it happen? What are you saying no to? What are you saying yes to that I just mentioned? But then be thinking about, let me flip my page here, kind of what fires you up. So what is your definition of success? So I did a little collage for mine and printed it out. So what fires you up? I put, have a picture of my family, friendship, motherhood, boy mom, the river, my house, and I have my logo in here, so serving my clients well. So anyway, yours obviously will look a little bit different. But the last section in here, it talks about, so what is your definition of success? So what, at the end of the day, is making you overall content? So the definition, or what is the word I'm thinking of? Equation I came up with was meaningful plus purposeful plus intentional equals happiness. So I don't know where that came from. It just kind of came to me in doing all of these exercises. So kind of come up with your equation for success, to know when enough, what is your enough? Otherwise you're just going to keep chasing perfect, and that can be exhausting. So the last section in this prep exercise, set of exercises, is to choose a word. And I feel like this took me forever to hone in on, because when you look at all you've written so far and the previous exercises we just talked about, so what word keeps popping up in your mind? What one word most resonates with you for the new year? And jot it down, or jot down a list of things that kind of come up to you, and look for trends or look up a definition for the word. Don't think of this word for the whole year. That kind of helped me. Think of it more for the season ahead, not for all of time. Because as I mentioned, you'll be doing kind of monthly and quarterly check-ins on your goals, and being able to kind of have some refresh pages. So some words going through the exercises that I just talked about. Some words that came up for me were grace, cultivate, faithful, grow, pray, content, consistency. If any words are jumping out at you, feel free to comment below. Joy, renew, balance. So anyway, my word of the year, and I should do like a blog post to like drum roll, like announce this, I feel like. But the word I chose for 2018 is nourish. And one thing that's really cool is all these fun little cards come in the mail with these power sheets if you get them. So it says my word of the year, and then you can print it out all fancy and have it sitting on your desk so it reminds you. But I chose nourish because I want a lot of my goals, both personal and business. I want to nourish my family well, nourish myself, spiritually and personally. I want to nourish my clients, nourish my children, my marriage. So anyway, that's my word. So I'm excited to hear what words you guys end up choosing for the new year. Comment below if and when you finalize on that. But to have your most, my most purposeful year, it's okay to grow slow. So for everything, there is a season. I'm going to highlight my 2018 goals quickly. I chose 5 personal and 5 business goals. Just to kind of give you some motivation and kind of know just an FYI and kind of where my head's at for our goals. And I'm going to do a blog post on this as well. But I'll flip to that part really fast. Okay, so all right, so these are my 10 goals. So there's a page in here that you can highlight, just like high level list out your goals. So I have my personal goals on this side and business goals on this side. And what's awesome is, I'll just show you one page to give you an idea, is after you list out those 10, what is that? Is that also a day-to-day planner? No. So this is actually mainly for your goal setting. They have like a monthly tending list, so you can, so let me flip to that for example. So this is what it looks like. So this is like January, which clearly I haven't filled that out yet. So you can set monthly goals, weekly goals, daily goals, and then whatever is on here, you would spill into your day-to-day planner, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't know if that answers your question, but it's not really used as your planner. There's not like a, dates and everything in here. It's more kind of like a month in review, and then where you would jot out your goals for that month, and then you would want to use more of a day-to-day planner to kind of plug in your to-do tasks that kind of apply to those monthly goals. So one thing that's great in the goals section, as I mentioned, they have kind of an action plan worksheet for each goal. So you can dig in a little deeper on kind of, what your goal is, why, what are some starting steps to achieve that goal, any notes that you have, what positive effects of taking action on this goal will make you feel, encouraging words, how will you celebrate progress, what will progress look like. So anyway, I took every goal and did that kind of an action plan worksheet for each goal. And so this takes a lot of time. Obviously, you have to kind of be, you can't just do it tonight, or maybe you can, I don't know. I put some thought into this. So anyway, my 5 personal goals are personal and spiritual growth, which they're like mini goals kind of built into these, but anyway. Nourish my marriage, enrich the lives of my children, live each day with intention, and cultivate a life-giving home. And then business goals, smarter hustle and fulfilling work-life balance, enhance my client experience, learn, grow, and develop my craft, have a clear and consistent voice, and become a hybrid shooter. So if you follow me, you may know that I'm learning film, so I'm going to be kind of incorporating that into my digital work. So anyway, so I have kind of a lot of mini goals kind of wrapped up into each of those goals to kind of help me get the most out of them. As I mentioned, there's kind of with each month, there's those monthly tending lists and kind of a month in review where you can kind of check in and make sure you're kind of staying on task with everything. And then another thing that's great is there's kind of these quarterly check-ins. So as I mentioned in the beginning with the prep worksheet, here's the self-evaluation again, where you can kind of, and again, if you're not using the power sheets, you can kind of reflect back on whatever scrap piece of paper you were using for your self-evaluation notes. So you can kind of see if any of your ratings have kind of gone up or any good things have been planning in the works. So again, using my simplified planner to kind of jot out the daily and weekly to-dos that fulfill your goals. So if you have any other questions, chime in. But I plan to kind of do a monthly blog post to kind of dig in deeper on my goals and kind of update you guys on goal progress for those of you that care. and kind of to motivate you, but also to motivate me and kind of hold myself accountable in sharing them with you. So maybe we'll do a goal chat, like once a quarter or whatever, to kind of reconvene. And I would love to hear from you guys on what some of your goals are and how all of that is going. But after this episode, I would encourage you to hop over to Laura Casey's blog, where you'll find her 7th annual free 5-part goal setting series, to kind of give you that extra motivation and encouragement. But if you don't like reading long blog posts, I get it. She actually recorded, like it's kind of like a podcast. So she recorded herself talking to you, which is great for if you're in the car or having coffee in the morning before running out the door, that you can kind of listen to that recording. Okay, we are nearing the end. So to help make you have your best year, I mentioned with these, if you're interested in the Laura Casey Power Sheets, I just wanted to mention you can hop over to her shop, and I'll include the link here in a second. Use best year, one word, all caps. I don't know if it's cap sensitive. And you can get 15% off of the Power Sheets book before they sell out, because I think they only have a couple more hundred left. And I believe once they're out, they're out. So would encourage you to get that if you're interested. But now for the free giveaway. If you're still with me, thank you. I know all right, 8:32. I'm 2 minutes over, sorry. But if you're still with me, then you're in luck, because you must be present to win. So to help encourage you in 2018, I've mentioned earlier that I am obsessed with my little colorful pens, but also my colorful stickers. In the shop, the Laura Casey shop, she has these goal setting gold foil sticker book that is filled with all these fun stickers, like hundreds of them. I don't know if you can see that. I'm like flipping through it. But they're color coded. If you want to have color coded goals, they're saying, due date, date night, play date. Anyway, there's all these fun stickers in here, and I don't know if you get excited about stickers like I do, but they've helped kind of encourage you. You can plug them into your Power Sheets, or you can just plug them into your day-to-day planner, but they kind of help you stay focused and motivated. So when I bought this set for myself back in November, I bought a second pack of the Goal Setting Sticker Book series, which is brand spanking new. I haven't even opened it, out of the plastic sleeve. So the lucky winner tonight wherever you live or wherever you are, will mail this to you tomorrow. And this will be sent to you so you can start using it and enjoy in the new year. So I have my laptop here to kind of show me who's still live, so to kind of keep things fair. So just give me like 10 seconds so I can figure this out to have it show me who is live at the moment. I think I've done this like once before. Okay, so there's currently, I believe, all right, so if everybody that is currently live, to keep this fair, if you could chime in with a number 1 through 7, it pops up to show me, okay, so who's watching now, so it pops up to show me this. And we'll just, I'll just pick a number out of there just to keep it fair. So anyway, chime in with that. And there's a little bit of a delay when you guys comment, so I'll wait for that. But anyway, I hope this was helpful. But the winner will receive the Goal Setting Sticker Book. So, all right, okay, comments are coming in. Okay, let's say, all right, Kristen says 3. All right, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sarah Gray! You are the winner, girlfriend, of the Goal Setting Sticker Book. So I will get in touch with you and get this over to you. I believe, yeah, I could just drive this over to you. So that makes that easy. But anyway, I hope this was educational and motivational and inspiring for you guys as you kind of prep for 2018. I would love for you guys to comment below as you kind of gear up your goals. And again, remember, it's okay to grow slow, so embracing change can be a good thing. Kind of cultivating what matters is all about progress. Yay, Sarah! Cultivating what matters is about progress, not perfection. So dig into the dirt right where you are, grow what you've been given, and cheers to a new year, a new you, and to a more meaningful, intentional new year. Next time we chat, it will be 2018. So I'm cheering you on, friends, and I will see you in 2018. Bye, guys.